Hold hard for spring yard. Just crank this out real fast. Like in a Sonic would with my S's. Some of my S's. My SYZs. Got enough of these damn crabs yet? Or these bees? Yeah, that's one thing other Sonic games do better is having more variety. It's like, I've seen you enemies already. Like, twice. I don't need it again. There they are. Plus, we got a new one. Oh, by the way, cope. Make sure you cope. It's always said that. No, really. It's not a joke. It always says cope. Anytime there's a mod of Sonic 1, someone's always writing words and that stuff, too. Classic example, I believe, was doing some bullshit mod where it just says, fuck! And it's just like, yeah, wow. So original. But that's, like, 90s Newgrounds level humor for you. Where everyone wanted to kill Barney. It's like, okay. I guess. Not really. I want to think about what that is, but I'm not going to think about what that is, other than it took my livestock, it took my livelihood, and it took my lives. I think it's Eggman's first attempt at a Sonic clone, actually. Just happens to be more chicken-like than anything. Luckily, he made the best Sonic clone. Not too long afterwards, somehow. Not only that, but like he's made like multiple different kinds of Sonic clones for whatever goddamn reason. I don't really know what the obsession with alternate robot Sonics is, but it's there. I know it is. Metal Sonics would pretty much be my main, if you could say that. I don't know. It's me, Metal Sonic. But why? I don't know, because he's metal. What's his type? Metal. Episode? Metal. Oh yeah, Sonic 4. Jesus Christ, Sonic 4. I don't know. You're gonna have to beg me to do Sonic 4. I'm not saying Sonic 4 is impossible, I'm saying, no. Maybe not. Right. Nah, like, you're gonna have to ask me personally before I decide to do that. I don't think it'd be too hard, though. But I would have to divide it into both their episodes or something. Like, I don't know what's going on with that, necessarily. Like, why there was... It wasn't... I don't know. It's almost like I thought they were going to do the DOS thing, and they really didn't. So... It's kind of dumb. Kind of. So tell me, who is your original character? What are its likes and dislikes? What's its blood type? How does it fit into the Sonic universe then, which you made it up? Nothing. Nothing, baby. But yeah, I did see the last two Sonic movies. If there is another one, there probably will be, because I saw because of the stinger at the end of the Sonic 2 movie, which is great. Gotta say, that's pretty much what I expected. Actually, I was going in there going to be disappointed, because I was just like, but no, it was quite, like, I wouldn't say it's faithful to, like, what the exact lore is. Like, I don't even know how they would have done that anyway with a video game movie. But it's faithful to how the characters are interpreted. Like, pretty much on the nose, they got the personalities of the characters right. Except with, like, backstory that kind of connects some of them in a way that didn't really make too much sense, but, you know, the personalities are right. More interestingly is the Tails voice actor is pretty much already doing the voice of Tails for a while now. Since at least, I don't know, like the Sonic X cartoon or something. For a while. She's been doing that, I think. She? Yeah. Who's the lady voice actor? Don't hit the goal and hit the checkerboard, fish. I'm feeling the pain right now. It's painfully bubbly. Yeah, could you believe that this one, according to me, may be the stupidest special stage? Maybe. But you don't have to take my word for it. Dun-dun-dun! I sure don't. Oh, wait, I already had a purple emerald. So this one's the red one, then.
That makes sense!
I guess orange emeralds suck, so we're gonna have a white one. Sorry. white is the new orange. There's a joke in there somewhere, and I just said it. He said all the wrong things. What's he doing with his life? Can't get enough Sonic music. Yeah. I'd say the top 10 musics, like, I could say Mario, but I feel like Mario music is kind of just take it or leave it. Like, it's classic, and you need it, but top 10 video game music, franchise things, it's like, I know Sonic would be in there, Castlevania would be in there, Mega Man would be in there. What else would be in there? I mean, yeah, I could say Mario, but I never feel like the appeal of Mario needed to be the music, because the music had to be there, of course. Not at first, maybe later. I guess Zelda music, which depends, because a lot of it can be ambient if it wants to. So I don't know if that's necessarily right here. Okay. How about just say Doom and leave it at that? Yeah. Although, that's kind of cheating.
That's cheating! You can't just do that.
Well, there's something I didn't remember. Yeah. You know, looking at the level maps for the Sonic levels now, I realized to myself, it is not as abstract as you might think, where you see, like, repetitive parts of the levels. There's a lot more thought put into it than I thought. It's just, you can't really see that when you're, like, in this range of where Sonic is in comparison to the rest of the level, like you would in a Mario game. So, like, to me at first it just looks like, oh yeah, this is just randomly put here and there. It's just like, you don't think about the intent of a Sonic level. Of course, that's more evident when you're playing Sonic mods, because then you're like, oh yeah, they're like trying to do some old puzzles and stuff with you having to run fast, and you can't quite do that, but yeah, alright. Don't worry, I have I already have this like list of potential Sonic things to try, and there's a lot of them. I don't even mean like mods either. I'm straight up fan games that are now at this point on par with actual like good Sonic games already. I would not say I would do Sonic World Blast 2 though, because Sonic World Blast 2 has what I call early access syndrome. And it's originally for DOS, and then it just kept going, and I don't know when it's going to stop. All I know is it's still fun to play, but I really can't expect it to be done. Like, I've given up on saying, like, is this game finished? Because I don't know if it ever will be, or if it even needs to be at this point. People provide enough custom content for that, I don't know if that's a question that needs to be answered when I could just kind of, you know, do that. I don't know if my headset decides to turn off every so often, but it has no effect on the quality. At least it shouldn't. Let's see, we're in another special stage. Relatively, yeah, this is like... Did I say the last special stage was the toughest? No, it was one in, like, the last video. It was, like, the fourth special stage I did. I think that was the toughest. The fifth one's not as bad as the fourth. And this one just seems like a congratulatory lap. Just don't go in the corners. I believe this emerald is white, which makes it... Actually, what does that make that? A diamond? Yeah, I guess this is the diamond of the bunch. So yeah, we had like we had an amethyst, we had a ruby, we had a sapphire, we had a topaz, we had an emerald. There, and now we have a freaking diamond level, or maybe onyx if you consider that to be gray-ish. I don't think so. But no, my headset, even though it's plugged in, will just turn off and be like, okay. Like, I can still talk, but now I won't be trying to sing the music, be like, hey, but I just reset the thing and it only takes a minute. None the wiser. I'll probably mention it again the next time it happens, even though that won't probably be for like 100 videos, so it's kind of a like every full moon when you probably hear me talk about it, which is about right for lunatics. And then we like to get the rings. So now I have all the Chaos Emeralds. Don't expect me to be able to do anything with them other than get the best ending. But that's just something I need to do. And now that I feel like I've put down the Emerald Collection difficulty behind me, I feel a lot better. I was actually debating whether to actually do a Chaos Emerald playthrough or not. And I've decided, I guess from here on out, I guess I'm going to just dedicate myself to getting emeralds. I think that, like I said, the only thing is when you get super in most of them is it kind of affects level design in a sense. But really, the actual downside, you don't get to hear the level music until I've already gone super, and it's just like, oh, forget it. But, you know, I think I'll learn to live with that. I will kind of, in accordance with this game, make it so that I only get one special stage per act, as opposed to try to get multiple in one level, which you can do that in Emerald Hill, but just so I have a reason to do it. But it still means I'll probably have most emeralds pretty early, at least by the getting emeralds by the halfway point is living the dream. Would have been useful if I was able to use the next zone. Oh boy. What's going on up here? I don't know. A lot of these platforms are just doing things. Another thing I like to use to do is mess with the debug mode and kind of like modify the levels and make it stupid. Or just be like, alright, I'm going to give myself many rings. And then I did that, and then the number counter got all weird. So try not to do that. Or like if you make a bunch of enemies and kill them all really fast, like, what's going on with my points? My points don't know what to do anymore. And there's a level select, and like you can use the level select to get to a special stage to get a Chaos Emerald, then like reset it. In a sense that like you still have the emerald saved in the RAM for whatever reason. I don't know if it's a Sonic exclusive thing or if it's a Genesis thing where the RAM gets saved if you don't shut the thing totally down. Would have been nice if we could utilize that for something like Banjo-Kazooie for stop and swap purposes. But no. Just gotta have the Xbox Live version instead. Or not the Xbox, I guess the Rare Replay. Who knows now. One thing that Rare Replay does right, or whatever the hell, is that notes get saved in Banjo-Kazooie. That's like the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Like, I didn't mind a live system, but having to collect every note every time you die feels like it's a slap in the face. Especially for one level, and you know which level that is. I don't even have to discuss it. Everyone knows it. Everybody! It's that one level, you know the one. What's going on in the background? There's a bit of city with purple squares. Those purple squares. Hey, shield, life, it's yours, my friend, but only if you have enough rings. Rubies. Rubies. Not rupees? Nah, rupees, man. Isn't rupees like an Indian currency? I don't know. See, at what point do EU and NATO just be like, yeah, we're just everybody now? Culp. There it is again. It's actually good life advice before it got memified into something where it felt like you were doing something wrong. Because it used to... What happened was, people used to be like, it just ad hominem being like, you're mad. Or you're angry, therefore your argument has no merit. And now that people are like, well, actually not legitimately angry, now they just use the word cope to be like, oh yeah, he's totally not angry, he's coping, you know. Like, very silly debate tactics that have no relevance. But, just thought I'd mention that since the word cope came up again. But coping is supposed to be like therapeutic, man. You know? That's what I say. That's what this cat says. That's right. My cat telling me he wants lab time. One of them, anyway. Sonic is past Act 3, and Sonic is also past gas because he ate one too many chili dogs. It's a real problem in the Hedgehog community. Study your Hedgehog digestive system or else.